All right, there we go. How's everybody doing? I had to play a little music at the start just to give me time to tweet the link out, Facebook the link out, and all that sort of stuff. Hi, everybody. This is Matt. Just in from looking at an amazing sunset out back, out my window, and I see we already have close to 20 folks here. That is very cool, and there's all kinds of news to talk about. That was audio from the last time that U2 played Dublin indoors, which was December 31st, 1989 on the Lovetown tour. It's been that long for them to do an indoor show in Dublin. Pretty crazy, right? So let's see who's here real quick. Hello, everyone. Let me close that and hit that there. And I see Tasula is here. How do I do this? So we're using Crowdcast again. Still learning how to do it. I see Tim is there. Tim C, our friend, not Tim N, our staffer, but Tim C, our friend. And Charlotte and Julie and Jeff and Fabiano and Cami and Lisa and Matthew and Sally Ann and Kim and probably many that I have missed at some point. Hello, other Matt. How are you? Hello, Jeff. How are you? Let me figure out what I want to do here. I'm going to click that button there. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. Tim C, you want to join us? I'm going to invite Tim C. If you're not ready to join in, that's fine. We can bring you in later, either way. But we have all kinds of news to cover. What an afternoon, right? I don't know what it was like for you all, but when the news hit, there was, for me, 5 minutes of scrambling to get it posted on that U2, and then about 2 hours of scrambling to look at airfare and hotels and all kinds of stuff. So it was just crazy. And I see Tasula has joined us. Tasula, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. You're kind of freezing up a little bit, but you sound normal.
Okay, let me turn this. Hold on a second. Let me turn that
There's Tim.
off.
Hey guys.
All right, so we get rid of that. I see Tim. All right, can you hear me any better now?
Yeah.
All right, good. I took the YouTube thing off, and that was probably eating up a bunch of the bandwidth. And you sound. I can hear you fine. Tim.
Your face is pixelated a little bit.
I probably look better that way.
Oh, stop.
Tim Cunningham, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Good.
Tasula, can you hear Tim? Tim, can you hear Tasula?
Yes.
I can.
That is okay. Very cool. Very cool. So, how was how was the afternoon for you guys?
I was on a plane when the news broke, so you can imagine what happened when I landed and my phone went off. And the panic.
You left the heartland.
Right.
I did leave the heartland. You're right. I was in the heartland.
Yeah, you look like you were having a good trip, by the way. It was not a U2 related trip, but it sure looked fun from the stuff that I saw.
Family trip. Yeah, I got to see where my mom was born, and we visited her relatives in Kansas, and yeah, good old Midwestern week. Glad to be back in Seattle, though.
What?
Tim, where were you? Well, Tim is now walking away. Tim, where were you?
All day.
Tim, where were you when the news hit?
Same place I am now. I'm at work.
You are at work.
I'm at work, yeah. So, this is where I've been all day. So,
Okay.
I got all the news and was excited by that. Hold on, I got pop-ups coming up all over the place. Yeah, it's my Facebook feed was either things about Stephen Colbert coming back or you two playing Dublin for like a solid 2 hours. It was kind of interesting.
That's tonight, isn't it, Colbert?
It is tonight.
Yeah. All right. So do we have to watch?
I'm gonna watch.
Oh, George Clooney?
George Clooney, yeah.
Duh, Matt.
Don't just laugh.
George Clooney.
All right. I just set a poll question in the Crowdcast software. Are you going to try to get tickets for any of U2's Irish shows this year? So if you're tuning in right now, if you're on a laptop or a desktop, you should see the bar over on the right side where the chat is. Just close the chat window. You'll see the Q&A and the polls and all that sort of stuff.
Matt, you have a great wife. Are you seeing that pop up?
How did that happen?
Matt, you were on Ireland News tonight? Were you?
What's going on here?
How are these people making stuff pop up on the chat? What did I miss?
I don't know. But apparently you have a really awesome wife, which we already knew. And you were on
the news? Was that
Irish
the news on the Irish station?
Could somebody quantify, whoever posted that, can you tell us where he was? Because I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments. It's from Val, who says, Matt, you were on Ireland News tonight. What did I do to deserve that? Please tell me it was somebody else. Huh. We're about 20 or 30 seconds behind, so Val's not going to hear this right away.
Okay.
But I'm dying to know if that was, how could that even be possible?
They probably just pulled a quote from you from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
What? What quote?
I don't know. Something about how we're probably going to throw a party in Ireland or something, maybe?
Oh, you're letting the cat out of the bag.
Chocolate. Now we have to do it.
Yeah, you just said it in public, so that's not good. Tim, are you going to try and go?
I already have hotel and airfare booked.
Oh.
Come on, Matt.
Oh, snap. Here we go.
I don't mess around, Matt.
Tasula, I know you're going to try and go, right?
Yep, it's my birthday. Come on.
That is your which 27th?
The 25th is the actual birthday.
Yeah. Okay.
It's your 25th.
It's always around Thanksgiving.
Yes, it's my 25th birthday, exactly. For the 15th time, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, so as it turns out, I decided to check on airfare, and I was really dying and hoping that airfare would be like super expensive, so that there would be like no way that this could even be a possibility.
Really cheap,
and
right?
then I went, and then I went and I looked, and it turns out that airfare was, reasonably, for Thanksgiving especially. Thanksgiving travel is supposed to be, terribly expensive, but it's actually, considering that I'm in a small town where it's more expensive to fly out of, like, it's actually reasonably affordable. And so that was bad news. And then I went and checked hotel reservations, and the hotel that I stayed at last year when I was in Dublin on a business trip, they actually had a good rate on rooms. It's not anywhere near the 3 Arena, but so that was more bad news that the hotel was affordable. Say what?
You're far away from the rest of us, all of us that booked at that one big hotel we've been talking about for a week.
Yeah, if I end up going, and B, if I end up staying at the hotel where I have a reservation now, I will be far away from most of you. But in any case, the bad news is that it's actually semi-affordable. So.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I mean, it's not bad.
Terrible news.
It's terrible news.
It was like, did you find yourself putting limits on things, Matt? Like, I was like, okay, I refuse to take a flight that's more than X amount of dollars. I refuse to have anything like 2 layovers. And then the cheapest flight is a direct flight for me that's like 7.5 hours long. And I was like, damn it. Like,
and my cheapest flight is the flight to him and then the direct flight. So, it's easy.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, well, I have to. It's at least 2 stops for me to get to Dublin, so it's a little more expensive. But
you could drive in and leave with me from Seattle if you want. Ride the birthday train.
That's true.
The birthday plane.
That's true.
Yeah, the birthday plane.
So Val answered in the comments, says that it was a quote from my wife on my Twitter account that was on the Irish News tonight.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Val, I need more info on that. So if you can send an email to matt@u2.com, that'd be fantastic. I'd love to know if I can find this online or anything like that. That'd be super cool. Did
Carrie respond saying that she would let you go on Thanksgiving? Is that what it was? What did Carrie say on Twitter? That's the way to find out.
Yeah, she did. She said, well, I said a couple things.
I'm going to look on my phone.
And she said a couple things basically saying that, that I had to go and all this sort of stuff. I think she basically said that, if I don't go, I'll regret it when I'm 80 years old.
That's how I felt. Just call me a #U2widow. I hope that's the one they used.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Sherry. How are you?
Oh, I had to pull out my Lovetown Dublin things tonight.
Oh, that's what took you so long. Go off.
No, it's because I was waiting for Matt to invite me.
Oh, Matt.
The thing, I can't do that unless you leave a comment first. So if the invites don't flow right away, that's why.
Sherry, I'm intrigued by this. Aer Lingus sending out an email sale or something.
Yeah. What? I checked my Gmail account, and about an hour after the Dublin ticket announcement happened, all of a sudden I'm getting pinged from Aer Lingus saying, we've got flight sales from Boston. I'm like, are you kidding me?
See, my Boston route was $300 more than my Chicago route. I looked at everything. I looked Seattle to New York, Seattle to Boston, Seattle to Chicago, Seattle to Dallas. Chicago is very cheap.
I see. For us, we kind of have to do a leapfrog because we have to drop the kids off in England with the grandparents and then hop back over. So it's going to be a fun commute.
Always a good time.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. Did Tim Neufeld get in? I'm trying to get Tim in. Tim, I'm gonna.
I think he was trying.
All right, I just sent him another one. All right, so hey Sherry, Tasula mentioned the P word about 7 minutes or so ago.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that, but we're going to have a lot of other parties going on in the city, I'm sure. That's not to say that we can't have a pub crawl of sorts, but I like to ping the idea of having with our 20th anniversary, with the the whole thing of Matt's Guide to Dublin. I'd like to see Matt actually do a guide to Dublin as part of the party.
You can carry a white flag with you, Matt.
We'll just follow the white flag. There you go.
That'll go over well. I won't look like too much of a dork, right?
You'll be surrounded by dozens of dorks, though, so who cares?
Oh my gosh, too funny. There's Tim Neufeld. How are you, sir?
He ran to the border.
Neufeld, where are you?
I'm in Taco Bell. Am I going to screw things up? I mean, there's like music playing in here. Does it screw up the audio?
I can't hear it.
No, you sound fine to me.
Yeah,
I
well,
just
it should be working.
the crystal ballroom, and it threw me off a little bit.
No, it doesn't quite work.
All right. Did we lose Tim already?
Who?
No, I'm here. I'm
There's
just
the light
messing.
bulb.
I'm
No,
messing
he's
with you.
there.
There. How's that?
Oh my God.
Does that work?
What is
Oh,
that?
I just broke the light. Yeah, I'm not doing so well here with my lighting.
You're making
Okay.
people dizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm only going to stay a minute. I got to go back to my office and work yet. So.
Oh.
All right.
I'm in mine,
All right.
so come work with us.
Well,
The streets of Chicago are safer
I'm
with
not
Tim
allowed.
sitting here on this chat right now.
I'm not in the Dublin club, so I probably can't stay, too long. So.
Are you?
Oh, you
Tim,
won't?
you don't think you're going to be able? You don't think you're going to be able to make it?
Oh no, I don't have any plans to. No.
Okay.
Not yet.
I will join you in spirit.
That's what you said about New
Yeah,
York. I'll
it's-
just throw that out there.
Well, that is true, and that was probably one miracle more than I deserved this year. So that was pretty. I used frequent flyer miles on that. They're all gone. So all my kitchen passes are gone. All my frequent flyer miles are gone. I don't think I'll be seeing you.
Well, we've got to
Except,
have somebody to hold down the fort.
well,
Yeah, there you
that's
go.
true, but we all know Tracy's Twitter handle, so
Tracy doesn't have any more money
can
than I
check,
do.
so.
Who's
That's
gonna
funny.
periscope? Who's gonna periscope when Bono and Larry crash our party?
Right.
Well, I'll be watching for it. That's it. Dasula, I leave it in your capable hands.
Oh. I may be too drunk.
Well, that's true. You can't. Forget that. Yeah. Oh, fun news today. Anyway, good. Are you guys all going?
Yep.
God willing.
God willing, we'll see. Maybe.
I don't think that has much
What
to
time
do
are the
with
tickets
Sherry.
going on sale? Since I was mid-flight when this was announced, what time in America?
9 a.m. Dublin,
Which means?
1 a.m. your time.
Okay, well that's easy. Actually, that's easy. I can skip till 1.
That's a late night.
Perfect for me. I'm always awake at that hour.
Anyway, yeah, this is easy.
So
That's when we go out for pizza.
Like
That's
Crystal
perfect.
Ballroom trying to get tickets? Like, should we do that? Do a cast of that? Everyone's frantically hitting refresh with the circles of death.
No,
I will do
can't
that.
You don't want to live stream the ticket stuff because you want to save your bandwidth for Ticketmaster's website. So
Oh.
Go cellular.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
The good thing is for me, I can be up at 4 in the morning my time. Steve's going to be overseas on business, so maybe he might have better luck with an internet address from the international location he'll be from. Fingers
This is-
crossed.
1 a.m.
I
on
think-
Monday.
Yes, Monday.
I have a Vegas flight that day. No worries.
I think this could make for some great streaming entertainment, though, to put all of you guys in a hangout, just going nuts, cursing and just going nuts at 1 to 4 a.m. trying to get tickets for Dublin.
All of us sleep deprived, all of us mad because we have to do the CAPTCHA that makes no sense. Like, I'm sick of having to pick out which images contain sandwiches. Like, are you guys earlier in the summer?
I am not a robot.
Yeah.
The CAPTCHA.
I thought I saw all the pizzas. I hate that damn thing. Hopefully the app will work. The app doesn't make you do that if you disable the notification.
On the American side, the app is the way I got every one of my tickets.
Yeah.
Using the iPhone app.
You know, I got them from the website and I got them from the app. I got them from both ways, so
Yeah.
I can't even remember what the breakdown was. So I had luck.
It was
One I called Ireland in the middle of the night. That's how I did it.
Do we know if the Ticketmaster app applies to Ticketmaster.ie as well? How's that going to work?
Let's figure that out.
idea.
Good idea.
But I'll tell you what, my best set of tickets was gained in the middle of a sermon in church, but I've never told friends to do that.
Here's the +1 for prayer.
I got
See, God willing.
I got 6 GA tickets for San Jose at the drop while sitting in church on the app. I'm so reprobate. You never knew I was that.
Real life U2 fan confessions.
Yeah, this like belongs on the extra DVD for the IE tour or something like that. This would be perfect. We could do it right here. We got the technology.
This whole chat needs to be a part of the documentary, the craziness of the fans.
Mm-hmm.
The app
We'll make our own.
My address to Dublin.
It won't?
Mm-mm.
Mm.
We'll make our own, Sherry. Nobody will watch it but us, but we'll sit and laugh every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a family video.
Yeah.
All right, let's tackle a topic that I actually submitted. And so
Okay, you guys, I'm out. Take care.
You
All
have
right.
Tim.
Bye-bye.
See you,
Hi, Tim.
I have no idea how to turn this off.
Water.
It's off when my battery run dead. You guys just use yourself. Which is close. I'm like at 8%. So.
I think I can.
You're like the fajitas crunching stuff.
Oh, there it is. Got it. Hanging it up now. Bye-bye. Here you go.
There we go. I just ejected him. All right. So the question. So I put the question up. Will U2.com send out new pre-sale codes for subscribers?
No.
What do you think?
Nope.
I don't think so either. I agree.
I know plenty of people who still have their pre-sale code that they're planning on saving for Dublin.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think, and I can't wait to hear what Sherry has to throw in, since she always has a pleasant experience with U2.com fan club stuff. But I don't see them putting out a new pre-sale code. There's not, I mean, how many tickets are they going to sell for these shows? There's not that many tickets that are going to be available. So even the pre-sale, I'm thinking, is going to be extremely limited.
Yeah, 11,000 seats in 3 arena, or roughly 11,000 tickets.
Wow.
2-ticket limit. That means you can only have, what, 5,500 transactions per show, period. And you have to consider 11,000 is the max, given that the band themselves are probably going to have a guest list the size of,
the 3 arena.
That's a good point.
It's going to be insanity.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really luck of the draw. I know that I saved a set of codes for Dublin specifically. Whether or not those codes get reinstated, I don't know.
Are they not showing up in your account right now, Sherry? Do they?
I will need to log into my mother-in-law's account to make sure, but she had alerted me that pre-sale code was for me if I wanted it. So we'll see what ends up happening with it.
That's the thing that I wonder about. Wasn't it like, what, a month or two ago that everybody that still had an unused code, it just like disappeared from their U2.com login, right?
Right.
So why would they do that? Was that an accident, or?
Because at that point there were no more shows to be sold at that time. So I know that the new set of subscriber emails are going to be hitting around November 1st. I normally get mine on November 2nd. It'll be a little early, but they may be working on the resubscription packaging, or you can buy into a Dublin package. Who the hell knows? What I do know is that none of the Zootopian moderators have any information at this point. I think that they are finalizing all of those details. I think Wednesday, of course, it's still Tuesday night here, but Wednesday is the main announcement that I'm sure we'll hear something around this time tomorrow, hopefully through the website. But they've got to dot their I's and cross their T's because there is no room for error on this.
Right. And didn't the Irish Times say something about pre-sale subscriber stuff would be available on the website soon?
Well,
I saw that somewhere.
Yeah, the YouTube.com says that subscribers will get an email about pre-sales. It didn't say anything about new codes, old codes. That's literally all it said, that you'll get an email about pre-sales. So that, I presume that means there will be pre-sales. But I agree. I can't see them. I can't see them issuing new codes for any reason. One of our friends was texting me within the last hour when we were talking about that. I was like, I can't see it that they would do that. It's not right to the people that specifically saved their codes for the Dublin announcement, because we knew
agree.
from day one that there was going to be Dublin shows eventually. So.
Right.
All right. Let's talk about the stage also. So I want to let me go over here real quick.
So Matt, are you typing on a different tab right now, because your face goes away and your avatar comes up? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I went to. Well, right now you should see my face, right?
Now I see your real face, but like when you were talking a second ago, it was your avatar with like a circle around your head.
Yeah, so I'll count down to 3, and I'm going to be going into a different browser window. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm looking at a different browser window. Do you still see my face?
No, you still look normal now.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that was happening when you guys were talking too. That every so often you'd get replaced with your avatar. But anyway, let me do a screen share. We got to talk about this. So.
Yeah.
I see it.
This
is Matt,
if you go.
Matt, I also posted to the account, I think it was yesterday, a link with an actual picture from some sort of a production that was in 3 Arena,
I got
in order to see what a stage would look like.
Yeah, we'll do a photo in a second. I got that on a different tab. So this is, if you go to 3arena.ie, this is the seating chart for they call it standing plans. So the pink and the green are the seated sections. The blue is the quote standing floor. And so you can see, this arena is shaped like an amphitheater, right? I mean, it's not your typical basketball, hockey arena that we're familiar with, and that that they're playing in right now in Amsterdam, and they played in Italy. So it's shaped more like an amphitheater or a Broadway theater and all that sort of stuff. So you can understand, that there's going to need to be some kind of dramatic changes, for them to fit this production. And here's a really good photo of it. This is a photo of it from the side. And
we
so
can't see your screen right now. I can't, at least.
I'm seeing it.
Oh. Sherry, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Now it came back.
All right, there you go.
That is a tiny GA section.
That is a really
right. So, yeah, I mean, and it looks to me like this. I don't know. I could be wrong. It looks to me like this section in green. Those look like they might be, somewhat removable. I'm not positive. I could be totally wrong on that, so don't buy into that. But you can see, it's a very small, and it's shaped in a way that, the IE tour that we're familiar with just is not going to fit without some, really, really dramatic changes. So I'm just, what are they going to do? Are they going to run the screen horizontally, and instead of perpendicularly to the stage as it is now? Is it going to be horizontal or something like that? What do you guys
If I can jump in here, Matt, really quick, I'm looking at another picture from one of the websites, and it looks like if you look at that the map, the picture you got up now, there's the second G from the left. The very top of it starts kind of like a white line that you can kind of see that wraps around above the F and the E. That looks like those are actually railings that go around, and it looks like below that line is removable seating, but above that line is permanent. So right there is the line that splits it between removable for GA below floor level, and then that section above it would be permanent seats. That's what I'm seeing here.
So we'd all be north side?
Yeah, I don't know. Are there even going to be two sides?
Mm-hmm.
Will the screen rotate?
Oh, that's a good thought.
Because I mean, that screen, the show needs that screen.
Oh yeah, it does.
Or how do they blow our mind with a new production?
Oh.
Right.
How about a street party on Cedarwood Road? Everybody that goes a couple blocks around the corner, and we do the show on Cedarwood Road.
Well, now that the guy at Bono's house is inviting everyone over, why not?
We all could do the walk. The question that I have with the removable seating is the whole idea is we need to get people into the arena. So would removing the seats allow for the same number of people to be in GA?
Well, that's a good question.
Oh,
so if you're removing 100 seats because or whatever that volume of seating is, if those are getting removed, are you able to add those bodies back in general admission?
There's a picture from a Beyonce show there, and it looks like a pretty good sized crowd of people on the floor. If you just do like 3 arena Beyonce, that's what shows up on the Google image search. I mean, it's probably not going to be anywhere near like what you got in the States, maybe. But I have no idea what fire codes are.
Ziggo Dome tonight was packed in GA. Mm-hmm. You couldn't even sneeze without hitting 5 people in front of you.
They probably deserved it.
I'm gonna look for 3.
They got 2 hard speed as 1 on the East stage tonight, Tim. So they deserve something.
I was so mad when I saw that. I was so pissed. I was sitting in the airport in Kansas City, and I was like, "Oh, damn it!"
Tim, I'm not finding
an airport in Kansas.
What?
You said that because you're at an airport in Kansas? Okay.
I still missed the first part. All I heard was Kansas, and then your smirk.
That's okay. Don't worry.
Uh-huh.
Well, Tim, I'm not finding the Beyonce photo, but I guess folks can look for that themselves.
It's on the website seatradar.com.
Well.
Here we go.
Yeah,
I just did a Google image search of 3 arena seating, and there's quite a number of pictures up here, all over the place.
All right.
I guess they do boxing in there too. It's like I'm finding pictures like that with GA on the floor around the boxing ring.
One of our Dublin staffers mentioned that, if I'm not mistaken, that the boxing thing is definitely true. Yeah. So
it looked like the image on the 3 Arena website when you click on About was from a boxing match. That's what it kind of looked like.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to bring in John Noble, who is Big Wave, and just said in the comments that he said, "I have some news."
Yay!
So if John,
come on, John.
And Big Wave. I think everybody knows John, but for those who may, for whatever reason, may not, John is, does a lot of the social stuff and a lot of the community stuff on U2.com for Zootopia and all that kind of thing. So hopefully
he's
John
our fairy
gets
godfather over there.
Exactly. So hopefully he gets the invite and can join us.
And he should be joining us from Amsterdam, I believe. Mm-hmm. He was over there for the show.
All right, come on, John. Did you get the invite?
Yeah, I doubt he's even gone to bed yet.
he just left a note in the comments. So if he fell asleep that quickly, that's pretty amazing.
You can't
sleep
teach us
Skyping.
like that and not jump on. That's crazy. He has news.
He just saved a bunch of money on car insurance by switching to Geico. I'm a pessimist, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
This,
we're learning.
this coming from the car collector who knows a thing or two about car insurance.
Oh yeah, I could tell you some stories.
I guess, all right, John said that he let him connect via his laptop and then he'll join us.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Sherry, your husband just shared this photo.
Lovely. Oh, yes, that's the photo that I was talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
And what is that?
Where it looks like it could be a boxing ring of some sort down there, and it does kind of look like those seats that you were talking about were removed.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's not a boxing ring. I haven't a clue.
It looks like a stage of some sort, like a theater stage. But no, that's what the boxing picture looked like as well. They had the ring kind of located there.
Yeah, you can see, yeah, and you do see right over here where definitely there's a section where things were removed. So interesting, very interesting.
Trust it to you to create a problem for themselves that they have to once again solve. That seems to be a running thing in their career, that they create something that ends up being a major problem.
Design a show for everyone but their own. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so while we wait for John to get on, let's do a couple of the questions real quick that people are asking. So Fabiano says, I know that they just announced Dublin Belfast dates. How about new dates for next year? I wouldn't expect anything next year to be announced until closer to the end of this tour. I just think, yeah. I mean, they have. I think focused on this for now, and then come the end of this tour, then you announce and start selling tickets around the holidays like they did last year for next year. So that's my guess.
I would probably envision an announcement coming after the HBO show on the 14th.
Mid-November, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna try and ride that wave as much as they can.
Yeah, that's true. I could see that happening as well, but probably not before that. No time before that, I would say. All right, let's see if we get. All right, so John hopefully is logging in now, and somebody named Stephen Lawrence. Says, will you two add a date between the Belfast dates and Dublin dates if sales are strong?
Well, have we looked at what
was the
venue?
breakdown? What was the...
There is a possibility, and this was what we were getting into a heavy debate about. There is a possibility where they could add a single date in Belfast and add a single date in Dublin, but their current concert pattern has been 2 nights on, 2 nights off, 2 nights on, 2 nights off type of deal. This would mean that they would have to go 3 solid nights, have only 1 night off, then do another 3 solid nights. Do they have it within them to do that?
My guess is they won't, and I think the reason there's an extra day in between, right? So the second Belfast show is the 19th, 20th off, 21st off, 22nd off, and then the concert at first in Dublin is the 23rd. My guess for the extra date is that they're going to use this same production in both cities, and so they need that extra day for load out, load in, and all that sort of stuff. But that's just
Van Morrison is in 3 Arena on the 20th. You think that they would probably have to have a brand new staging production that would go into 3 Arena in order to fit it. I don't know. I'm envisioning them having to do a completely new stage for Dublin that the Belfast stage wouldn't fit.
So the Belfast is a full-size arena like we're accustomed to here in America and the other places?
Yeah, they've got a hockey team up there too. So it's a regulation size arena.
Okay.
I had
The
heard that it was
closest.
small,
Go ahead.
not as.
I thought it
I
was
was just
11,000.
Yeah, I thought I read somewhere that SSE in Belfast is not as small as 3 Arena, but not as big as typical arena. But I could be wrong. I've never seen it or anything like that, so I have no idea.
But the fact that they can have a ice hockey team in there playing, so the floor itself is as big as any arena that would offer ice hockey.
Okay. I think we can get John now. He seems to be all set and ready to go. So John is hopefully about to join us. Dun, dun,
I
dun.
believe that the closest thing to 3 Arena is the arena up in Glasgow, which is kind of egg-shaped.
Okay. All right. Still can't. John, if you can hear this, and if you just want to like yell really loud.
Eating you or something?
Do what?
How do you know that he's logging in? Does it show you if somebody's logging in?
Are you on a laptop, Tasula?
Yeah.
So do you see stuff over on the right side of your screen? What do you see on the right side?
On air.
So up in the upper right corner, see the little chat bubbles up in the upper right corner?
Yes.
Click.
I don't see him though. I see a bunch of people. I don't see him. Oh, here we go.
Yep, he's in there.
Sorry, had to log into Google apparently, he says.
Yeah. So hopefully we're getting John soon. Ah, the joy of technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in our poll question that we asked earlier when we started, 6 people are going to try and get tickets, and 8 people said no.
And those 8 are probably lying either to us or themselves.
Yeah, ask them again in a week.
Exactly. All right, so
They're waiting to see if their credit card application gets accepted.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Jill. Our staffer Jill Marino was hysterical on Twitter this afternoon.
John!
Did John make it?
He's in there.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
John, can you hear us?
I can, yes. Had to jump through a few hoops there.
Oh.
There he is.
Hi. I was in bed, actually, and then I got about 20 pings, and you go. I just need to check this. It will take 1 second before, right, because it's just gone up, actually. It's about the pre-sales. Okay, so this is the official.
Is there an email going out right now?
The email, there's no email going out, but it's actually gone up on the website, and I've just posted it this second into the Zootopia forums, and if you go.
So we're covering it live as it's happening. This is amazing.
Yeah. Well,
it's a scoop, Matt. It's a scoop.
Okay. So if you go to the u2.com help page, I'll read out what it says. It says, when will pre-sales for u2.com subscribers take place for the band's November Irish shows? So this has just gone up in the past few hours. It said pre-sales for Dublin and Belfast will take place from Thursday, September the 10th, 10 a.m.
Wow.
until Friday, September the 11th, 12 noon. 4 subscribers in Ireland. So they're doing... subscribers in Ireland are going to get first pop at the ticket.
That's fair. They should.
And on Friday, September the 11th, 12 noon until 5 p.m. for other qualifying u2.com subscribers while ticket supplies last. So that's it basically. So I guess the people will be getting emails before Thursday. That's it. Yeah, you've got it there, Matt. Well done.
So, John, if people used a presale code for North America or for Europe, do those codes work now, or how will it work?
Well, this is what I don't know. We haven't been told, and this is what I guess. This is what will go out in the email to subscribers, the full details. So, a lot of people have been asking. So that's a good question about why the pre-sale codes disappeared in the first place, and when will they return? And the answer is, you were right earlier, Sherry, that they were taken down because the pre-sales ended and there was no pre-sales, so there could be no ambiguity. So now, so I wouldn't like to speculate at this point how it's going to work, but I'm pretty sure we're going to know very soon. So I guess we'll better wait until everyone gets the email. I think that's just right and proper, isn't it?
You got it.
Yeah.
You are our fairy godfather, John.
Well, yeah. The information's there, so I'm happy to share it as soon as I get to know it. I like it. It's good to get it out there as soon as possible. Yeah.
Right.
So, I think there was a little bit. Hang on. I think there was another little paragraph. Let me just triple check. Okay, there is another note regarding people who joined from after the announcement was made are not eligible for the pre-sale, which is normal. Yeah. So if you were kind of if you were a YouTube.com member before this announcement was made, you're fine. But if you joined afterwards, then you're not eligible for this pre-sale, which is, that's how it normally works, isn't it?
Right, yeah, that makes sense. And I just, by the way, if I think people can see this, I just scrolled down on the page, that help page, and it sort of answers one of the other questions that we were asking.
Was it about the ticketless tickets?
No, that's right below. But then if you scroll down further, yeah, so right here it says if I don't. This was one of the old questions from back when tickets originally went on sale last December. So it says if I don't use my pre-sale access code for shows announced on December 3rd, will the code still be valid for use if and when other dates are announced, such as the Dublin shows, details of which are still to be revealed? And it says, yes, your unused pre-sale ticketing access code will be valid to use if further shows are announced. So that kind of, I think that kind of answers what we were talking about earlier, that
well, that is it. I missed that. Well done.
Someone's asking what qualifying YouTube.com subscribers means. I'm sure it means just that. If you have a code that you haven't used, you're a qualifying member.
Correct.
I think that would make sense, wouldn't it? And that pretty much says that, yes. Now, sometimes these notes change, so it's a good idea, and I always try to tell people to check it regularly, especially when anything new gets announced. That's a good page to keep on top of, Yeah. And yeah, that's where stuff gets posted, without being announced, really. But apart from in the forums, which gets missed, because people forget how valuable the forums can be.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can't
John,
see. Go on.
I do have one other question, because there was some sort of hint at other surprises. Will any of the Ireland shows either be televised or streamed or anything for the volumes of people who can't get in but who want to see the show?
Where does it say that? I didn't spot that. Other surprises?
It wasn't part of that initial thing. It was, I believe, part of the original announcement. Or it might have been speculation from somebody else who might have added some comment to it. I don't know.
It will be, when you think about it, you're right. They're going to be hot shows and tickets are going to be hard to get, so it will be great. But the thing is, with the Paris shows being televised the week before, I don't know. I have no idea at this point. Literally, all of this is news to us over at our end. We get little bits of hints, and like you try and piece things together, and sometimes you'll get a little bit of notice, but it's not always possible. And I've come to learn that that's just the way things are. Like everybody, look at the newspapers tonight, right? All of them on Twitter said they had news about. Now this is fantastic. And I think people should be congratulated upstairs that U2.com put this news out first today. They beat everyone, the official news, which is that's big, because everyone's scrambling for the big news, especially the Irish newspapers, and I think that's a bit of a scoop. Well done. So
it's about time something official actually came from U2.com first. Kudos to everybody over there. Yes.
Hey, John, I have a question. John, as long as we're asking questions, I have one.
Come on, fire away.
So, if we do a party in Dublin, can you make sure that Bono and Larry show up for that one?
I think it would be inevitable, don't you?
There went all the available plane tickets.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
Should have booked earlier.
It's gonna. What people need to do is just call in some favors from all the U2 friends in Ireland. Stay over. The Irish are very hospitable people.
Oh, I think a lot of our crew already has some hotel rooms booked, but I can totally picture some of us sleeping on street corners, whatever it takes at this point.
Cover band over there that's happy to jump in if we need them. They've already picked me about this, so.
I'll tell you, I've stayed in Ireland a few times, and not far out of Dublin, you've got some beautiful countryside. And you can hire places like farmhouses. So if there's a few people going, it might not, something like that might not be a bad plan. Like a big house, there's plenty of I've done that before. Yeah, I've got some tales from Ireland, some late night tales. But maybe that's for another time.
Hopefully people don't feel too sheepish about it.
Oh, Sherry.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Terrible pun.
All right. Well, look, we've been on for almost an hour, gang. Should we wrap up?
Yep.
I think we probably should.
John, do you have anything else for us, seeing as we woke you up at some unreasonable hour?
That's like 4:30.
Well, thanks for inviting me on to share the good news. It's all about sharing the good news.
Well, I got a question for you, John.
On the stage configuration, let us know.
Sorry, what was that, Tasula?
If you get anything on the stage configuration, because we're confused about how the screen's going to fit in the Dublin arena.
I think Willie's the man to ask.
I know. We just talked to him a week ago.
I saw that picture of this. I don't know how they're going to fit it in there. That's going to be some feat, Wow.
They're going to
What
blow
if
our
the
minds
floor
regardless.
was the screen?
The floor.
Like Bono's walking under the people?
No,
Right.
seriously. After seeing who was it? It was Paul McCartney in the Super Bowl halftime show, where the stage was the screen. I could picture them taking the whole GA and planting everybody who's in GA to become part of the production, and the floor becomes the screen.
Wow.
Because now you are in Ireland. You are in their hometown. That's just a thought.
Well,
Dream out loud, Sherry.
It's a theory, yeah.
Strange
So
things
Tom,
happening.
really quick for Tom. Are
Did
you
you have
going
a
to?
question, Tim? Yeah,
Are you going to Dublin?
I'll be there. Oh yes.
All right, I'll buy you a beer.
We
Yeah.
get to meet you finally.
Yeah. Well, that would be lovely. That really would be. I'm hoping to be there. I'll be because for me, I can get it's a short flight, or you can actually get a ferry. I can take the car. I've done it before to Belfast. Belfast is like I could do it in about 6 hours with the ferry to Belfast, and then you can drive down from Belfast to Dublin. So I've got that in mind, because accommodation is going to be really tough, you know. So it wouldn't be the first time I've slept in the car.
Well, John, I hope we all get to meet you. I hope we can all make it over there, and I hope you make it there as well. And yeah, that will be a fun few days. So.
Well, here's what, can I finish with this little snippet of wisdom? If you want to do something, you'll find a way to do it, and
That's right.
if you don't really want to do it, you'll find an excuse. So. On that basis, I assume I'm going to see everyone in Dublin, because it's going to be fantastic. You know.
That is perfect. All right, John. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing that news.
It's a pleasure.
Cunningham, thank you for joining us.
No
Sherry
problem.
Tasula, thank you for hopping on as well, and thank you to everyone in the comments. And everyone that logged in. There's 50 some odd people, so it's too many to name by name, but we will be doing this again, and lots of fun stuff going on, and thank you for watching. And with that, we're going to say goodbye. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Happy anniversary.
Bye.